Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
In motion is Chenault. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. Okay, so they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. Cruz. Oh, short pass. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right sideline. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Time to trim on the intended target. But now it'll be third down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there. There were some incompletions. It was key in their win last week. We're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Cruz. Flushed out right. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a 1-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Set, ready. That's it. Keep it rolling. Strike. Check. Strike.
Get score on these guys.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Cruz now, throwing on third and long. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is taken at the 18. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still on his feet. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Watson, off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cruz. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson throwing on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Cruz to throw on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Cruz. That is caught, fighting through, and he's got space. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cruz. That is caught by Laporta. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here is 3rd and 5. Watson just beating the play clock. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stuff this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Dancing away at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cruz. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Check steal. 10 cycles.
Gibbs straight ahead. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Cruz.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Gibbs able to slither by. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Cruz eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, Watson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Watson's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Cruz throwing to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Evans, the man in motion left. Now Cruz on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. Room here to run. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Dances by at the 20. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up.
That's caught at the 25.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On the 2nd and 1, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Giovanni Ricci. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Cruz airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Cruz escaping the pressure right.
He's got this complete to Williams.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Cruz.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? They ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. It marched to the end zone the last time out.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Williams to return. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ultra. Strike. Check, strike.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And caught by Trimble.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player, a guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Flush to his right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Go pink. Blue strike. Red cycle.
Operating from the gun. Cruz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This is 1st and 10.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Here's 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Oh, fighting off the defender. There he goes, right side. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hand off now to get. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Now it's Gibbs.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Stay on point, fellas.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes